My best friend called me up 2 weeks ago and asked me about something I went through 2 years ago. And obviously I asked her, are you going through the same thing? And she said, no, not me, but someone I know. And that made me wonder, there are so many women out there quietly dealing with this because they're too embarrassed to talk about it or just don't know how to even talk about this thing. And that's exactly the reason why it took me 2 years to come here and make a video on this. And lately I've been thinking, if even one woman watches this video and feels less lonely, I think this video would have been worth making. And in case you're new here, hi, I'm Ishita and I'm going to be making this video about my experience with alopecia areata, what it is, how I discovered it, how I recovered from it, and what I learned from it, and what you can learn from this too. To give you some context, it all started when I turned 30, and if you are an Indian woman who is hitting that milestone or about to hit that milestone, you know exactly what that period of life can feel like. Your school friends and your college friends are probably getting married, someone is getting proposed to, and someone's probably having their second baby. And it's not that there's something dramatically wrong with you if you don't have any of this, but just the society that we're in, we're constantly made to feel this persistent but quiet pressure that is just so normalized in our society. And at every family gathering, someone's gonna ask you, to kab shaadi ho rahi hai? And like, this is a question that you're just apparently supposed to have an answer to. And for me, my mom was obviously sending me bio datas and profiles of men that I should speak to. My friends were trying to set me up with their friends or mutual friends who they thought I would get along really well with, and none of them really meant ill or something bad. They all were coming from a good space and they wanted to set me up with someone. And I kind of normalized this persistent but constant humming pressure because I thought, aisa hi hota hai. Like, this is life, when you hit this age, this is how it's supposed to be. And I didn't even register this as stress. Turns out my body had a completely different opinion. So this happened when I was in Goa on a vacation, I must add that. And it was about 4 a.m. in the morning. I was in my Airbnb and I decided to go pee at 4 a.m. Now, I don't usually get up in the middle of the night and use the washroom, but somehow this time I did. और जो मेरा Airbnb था, उसमें टॉयलेट सीट के बिल्कुल सामने एक मिरर लगा हुआ था. And at that time I was not wearing my glasses. In case you guys don't know, मैं usually contact lenses पहनती हूँ. तो उस समय मैंने ना तो lenses पहने थे और ना ही glasses पहने हुए थे. So I look at my reflection and I see something like a patch on my head, whitish सा कुछ मुझे दिख रहा था. But मैं बहुत sleepy थी and I thought, I'll just figure something in the morning. It couldn't be something I have never experienced something like this, right? So I thought maybe I'm either imagining things or I'll just check whatever it is in the morning. So I go back to sleep and I wake up to a bald patch on my head, almost the size of a coin. And I had no idea how that or why that came from, where that came from. There was zero warning, no hair fall, no hair thinning. It just literally appeared on my head out of nowhere. Of course, I panicked and I texted my dermatologist immediately. So I sent her a photo and she got back to me saying this looks like alopecia areata, a term I had never heard before. So let me explain what it actually is because I had to Google it myself. Alopecia areata is an autoimmune condition where your immune system, which is supposed to be protecting you, actually turns on your own hair follicles and starts treating them like foreign invaders. Basically, a full-blown war going on between your hair follicles and your immune system. The result is that the hair in that area falls out, often very suddenly, leaving a smooth, defined patch, and in my case, pretty much a coin-sized patch. And one of the most common triggers for this is stress. And when my dermat told me this, I was just like, what stress? I'm literally sitting here in Goa vacationing. So kahan se ye stress aa raha hai? But when I actually sat with this thought, it made total sense. In an Indian context, a single woman at 30 is constantly asked and, hammered to, questions around when are you getting married and have you found someone? And even though you might resort to people pleasing and just pretending like everything is normal, you are made to feel like something is missing in your life, right? And I was in the phase where even though I was happy single, because of people constantly questioning me, I always felt like there was something missing and that was causing stress, and my body found a way to show it. So I got back to Delhi, started my treatment plan, which included oral medications, topical medication, and a round of injections directly onto my scalp, which by the way was just not fun. But I'm so glad that my dermat was very honest with me and she told me that despite whatever you're doing and going through this treatment, there is no guarantee that your hair will grow back. Of course, she did tell me that most likely it will, but there is no guarantee that the same bald patch will not return, maybe on a different place on your head this time. I honestly had no option but to just follow the treatment as religiously as I could, and my hair did successfully grow back. It took about 6 months to really start noticing proper hair growth, but it did. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, medication was not the only thing that was helping me treat my alopecia areata. It was also a lot of mental stress and just how I live life that I was changing. I was not constantly falling into the pressure of being single. I started creating a life that was fulfilling for me. So even when 10 people questioned me, oh, when are you getting married, beta, or when are you going to find someone, it did not bother me at all. I had to no longer people please. I can sort of answer them back and tell them that I have a very happy life. You tell me what is missing in my life right now that you think a partner can give me, which I don't already have right now, right? So I started building a life that I did not have to run away from or feel like something was missing. So when someone asked me a question, even if they didn't intend to make me feel like I'm lacking something, I didn't subconsciously start feeling that, because my life right now is so happy. I started solo traveling. I started going back to my hobbies that I wanted to do as a kid, but I just stopped doing them. For example, going for dance classes, trying new different kinds of fitness classes, and all of this just kept me busy, made me happy, and I started focusing on my work, on just my personal self. And of course, when the hair all came back, I thought that was it. I thought chapter closed. But only if life was this simple. Exactly after 1 year, I was getting my blow dry at my favorite salon, my favorite hairstylist, and he pointed out that there was a new patch that he could see, which was a bald patch. This time slightly smaller, but it was still there. It was right at the back of my head, so I pretty much could never see it. No one could see it unless you're really like blow drying my hair or styling my hair. And so he noticed it, but this time I was prepared for it. And even though it wasn't easy and I just felt like, what if I go bald completely? So of course डर तो था कि एक छोटे पैच से बहुत सारे पैचेस ना आ जाएं, अब completely मैं bald ना हो जाऊं, because there's also something called this is alopecia areata, then there's alopecia one more, which means lose all of your hair. And I honestly am so scared if I ever fall in that space. But yeah, this time I went back to my medication. My hair of course grew back within the 6 months, the same treatment plan that I followed, but this time I knew exactly what was causing it. So I could work on the root cause, which was there was definitely something emotionally, at the back of my mind that was bothering me. So I went back to kind of fixing that, and which is so important to talk about, because a lot of women, when they go through this, they don't really understand, which I couldn't the first time it happened, कि कौन सा stress भाई मैं यहाँ पे vacation कर रही हूँ, मैं chill कर रही हूँ. But there's always this subconscious stress. It could be work stress, it could be relationship stress, it could be anything that you're going through that you don't see it consciously, but your body can tell you without you even noticing it. I'm fully recovered now, but I do want to leave you guys with one thing, that please keep in mind that stress is not always very visible to someone. It could be something slowly bothering you inside, and it may one day show up like this, or it could be in any other form as well. Stress is not always going to look like a breakdown or a crisis about to happen. It may just be slowly eating into your hair follicles. And honestly, even if I have another bald patch, I'm not going to be embarrassed about it. I'm going to be pretty open about it, because I know there are women out there who need to hear their story, who need to know that there are other people as well. So if you're going through something similar, just know that you're not alone. And I'm obviously going to share all the medication that I did and I used. Again, a big disclaimer, please consult a dermat before you use any of this, because these are steroidal medications which you shouldn't use without consultation. So please do that. And if this video resonated with you, I would genuinely love to hear your experiences in the comments, how you're dealing with something, or how you know someone who might be dealing with this. Please share this video with them, because honestly, it can happen to anyone, and it's going to come to you unannounced, because your body will probably tell you about something that's wrong with you before you can even figure it out. But anyway, this was a journey that I thought I should share with you guys. I have been here on YouTube for almost 6 years, and it's just fair that you guys know also the bad things but not just the good things. So that's it. If you are new here, please do hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed watching this video. I am Ishita. I make videos about fashion, styling, grooming, and personal experiences like this now. So make sure to hype this video as well, and I will see you guys in my next video.